Hello and welcome everyone to today's NetHack Speed Racing event. How are y'all doing today? Hello Gru, Steno, Luxidream, Amateur Hour, the Super Josen, Habib, Hothraxa, Amateur Hour, again. Drake, what's going on guys? Steno with the 32-month subscription. That is amazing. Thank you so much for all the support. You must be one of the longest time subscribers of this channel, and that is incredible. Thank you so much. Also a raid from Luxidream, who must have been doing some practice. Xylon, welcome. Xylon, creator of the art that you are witnessing on the screen right now. Great background art right there. Habib with the resub, 11 months, awesome. 1 month away from the year, incredible stuff. Yeah, Xylon just we just shared another piece of theirs in on the Discord. That was inspired by yesterday's Cogmine run that I streamed, and it is sweet. A plasma melee weapon wielding flight bot. Finitely Craig, hype indeed. Rue with the gift sub. Thank you so much. Such generosity. Enjoy your subscription, emotes, ad-free viewing. Dirk Herkington. Hey, Gigabrain. First time catching a stream. You picked a good one. This should be a fun event. First time doing this on my channel. SD, what's going on, man? If you all love indie games, check out SD and his channel. He streams all the time, unlike me, and great content. Storm is inconsistent. Welcome. All right, we are about 1 minute away from game time. It will start officially once I drop the seeds into chat. It's going to be dropped into the Hard Fought channel. And I have my eyes on the clock so I can get this in right on time. So if the racers are watching, definitely keep an eye on the Hard Fought channel for your seeds. Here they go. All right, and once they enter the game, I will be updating the screen here so we can see the racers. Good luck, everyone. Glord, welcome. Today's event should last about 2 to 3 hours. We aren't planning on going longer than 3 hours, even if no one wins. If someone's close, we will run over time, though. I'm not gonna stop when there's a good ascension on the ropes here. And we are off. Yes, luxidream will be taking a handicap and playing a tourist role, which is difficult, a bit of a challenge. He is the leading NetHack Speedrun World Champion. He's ascended all races in under 2 hours at this point and has a number of at least 2 sub 1 hour runs. A very impressive speedrunner. Aoei is the rising star. She just started doing this very recently and has some impressive times and is very skilled at this. luxidream already down to level 3. Oh, and level 2. They are looking for the mines, shops at this point. luxidream taking advantage of their pet. I believe they normally play no pet when playing a stronger role like the Valkyrie. Aoei has 19 con, a good starting stat to have there. That will yield good hit points throughout the run. Taurus isn't necessarily a challenge class on its own, but it is one of the more difficult ones. And it's not one typically used for speedrunning. They have a few additional challenges compared to the Valkyrie. Okay, luxidream found the stairs down to the mines, the Gnomish Mines branch. They have not gone down yet. Or maybe they poked their head down, I did not see. The tourist, so something that you can run into in the mines is dark levels, which are pretty annoying. Having magic mapping scrolls is incredible for that. And that is exactly what luxidream just did. They magic mapped a Dark Mines level there. And Fingino, thank you so much for the sub. 6 months in advance. Incredible. Thank you so much. People are faster than Adeon these days, Escapee. luxidream has beaten the long-standing speedrun record that Adeon had. Yes, Aoei is a 2-time race winner. That is correct. luxidream still passing the Gnomish Mines. They may be looking for more hit points. Or AC, other things that help. It is dangerous. They just ran into a giant bat, which is pretty dangerous early on, and got pincered by a dwarven zombie, which is tough, but they made it out. These giant bats, they are fast, so you can't really run from them, although they have flitting movement, so they don't always chase very well. But they attack fast, and they are hard to hit. They can be a problem early on for a lot of characters. Aoei has found the Oracle. She's not high length level yet to dip for Excalibur, but that would definitely be a early goal of the Valkyrie. luxidream has returned to the mines. The dark level is dangerous. The Taurus does not have infravision, so they can't see monsters from afar. I believe they're looking for a pickaxe because they're not heading towards the stairs. I imagine they would probably dig down at this point. Or they probably might go to the stairs, because if you dig down, then you don't know where the upstairs is, and that puts you in a dangerous spot. But they might burn all of their magic mapping scrolls looking for the Mind's End. Alright, they found a trap door and they jumped into it, and then, yep, they immediately read a magic mapping scroll. Oh, Escapee is JMR, welcome. A very, long-time NetHack player. I remember you from back in the day. Aoei going straight for Sokoban, it looks like. They did get their Excalibur. Fighting some elves right now. They might get sleep resistant, but elves can also be kind of tough. But not many things are tough for a Valkyrie. They got the kill. They got Elven Mithril Coat. Nice find. They did not get the sleep resistance. At least not from the one that I just watched them kill. luxidream still working their way through the mines. Taking a little slowly. They only have 33 hit points. They have 10 current hit points. They could get defeated by a lot of things. Giant ants. This is dangerous. They just got a prayer. Getting a lot of value out of their prayers is at least the second one I've seen them do. Yes, Chiriro streaked 61 games. An incredible run. Athros, welcome. Welcome, DP. How's it going? Good to see you. Alright, Aoei has gone back to the mines, having gained Excalibur and some good AC. They just got a Madoc, which is not as good as a pickaxe, but it'll do the trick. luxidream down to 2 AC, which is pretty good. Ooh. What do they got here? Giant spider, they had to use some Albert to get out. It looks like they were blinded. I saw a lot of invisible monsters there. 7 hit points. Another giant ant. Aoei cruising through the mines. They're playing a dwarf, so most of the mines is peaceful to them. That was a 3.7 change. Okay. Alright, I'm not super familiar with all the 3.7 changes, but they are playing on 3.7. Good to know. Yes, luxidream is out of all their healing potions. Escapee, 3.7 is the development branch. It is not official vanilla yet, but a lot of players play on it. It's usually pretty stable, but not always. Looks like luxidream might have gotten Monkey Town here, which is not a great Mine Town variant. It doesn't have large shops. It has a low chance of shops in general. It's one of the lesser Mine Towns. But hey, it's not Orc Town. Aoei has also found Mine Town. They dropped into it, and they're doing some price IDing here. They have a 300 value scroll. Good find. Also remove curse or enchant armor. They have enchant weapon scroll. Some good finds there for sure. I don't have it offhand, Anurag, but there is a GitHub repo for... Oh, is this a magic marker and a lamp in Aoei shop? What a huge find. It's just an oil lamp. You can't get that lucky all the time. They also got a towel, which is clutch. That can be used to blind yourself for telepathy, which is very good. You can use telepathy to find shops and rooms as you're diving through the dungeon without full exploring floors. Special rooms, I should say. Leprechaun halls, throne rooms, things of interest. Looks like a cross-aligned altar for luxidream in Mine Town. I posted this in the Roguelikes Discord, Athros. I'm not sure if anyone posted it on Reddit. Some of the other ones got posted there by luxidream, Steno, and others. Feel free to share wherever you want. Yep, luxidream does have a large dog, a very nice pet. In Mine Town, it's a great way to kill a guard to get some leather gloves. And yeah, it didn't look like... I didn't see many shops in there. I think luxidream is leaving Mine Town. I think they got very, very little value there. Did they get any shops? It doesn't look like they did any real price IDing. Oh, that's right, Effingino. They have the same seed, so they should have the same shops. Oh, tough run-in with a nymph there. She removed luxidream's armor, which stuns you for a long time. Left with 7 hit points. Hell Clan, great to see you. Much love. Yep, Amateur Hour, even starting with different roles, the dungeons are the same. I think that was a kink that had to get worked out with the set seed variant, but I'm not too familiar with it. But Infingino is definitely familiar with it, so I would listen to them. Infinigon. I could, yeah, from IRC. I figured, but I can pronounce that either way. If you prefer Infinigon, I will use that. What's the general speedrun strat these days? Come a long way since you've devised dig to win. It's getting your early stuff settled, and then you do kind of race to the castle. It's not too far off from like a pure dig to win. But luxidream started using polypile strats a lot, which is I think a shift in the meta for sure. So luxidream just ran into a floating eye and used their camera to blind them so that they wouldn't get paralyzed, which is a nice use, but it doesn't look like they got a corpse, unfortunately. Aoi got a flipped version of the notorious level 2 Sokoban variant that everyone hates. Possibly the cruelest thing in NetHack 3.7. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant poly self strategies, escapee. So, kind of like the turn count strategies, but you're gonna polypile or polymorph yourself into like a mind flayer or something, so you can cruise through the game. They actually started using wizards for a lot of speedruns. It's pretty cool to see. luxidream has also made it to Sokoban here. It has not frozen Cario. It doesn't look like it from my end. Try refreshing. Pretty nice scroll shop here on D level 8. That's a really great find for speedrunning, because scrolls do become a valuable resource for writing markers and stuff like that. And this looks like luxidream's first chance to really do some good price IDing. Aoi making some great use of fast travel to navigate through Sokoban. Really fun to watch. Yeah, Aoi will love that with her magic marker find. Yeah, the elf wizard instrument is very strong for dig for victory escapee. That is definitely my go-to if I want to just dig to the castle or anywhere else. The races have begun. We are 16 minutes and 45 seconds in. Welcome, Verazan. Yeah, I am surprised that Sokoban is something that you do in speedruns, but it is part of the meta. It doesn't take too long if you're well practiced, and it saves you a wish, and wishes are really crucial later. You often end up like 1 or 2 wishes short, which can be a problem. Aoi has made it past the 2A, having a tough spot there. Okay, they dug through the floor there because it looked like they were next to an owlbear. Oh, and a monster with a sleep ray. They did not get sleep resistance from the corpse I saw. Yeah, they didn't get it. They got a lot of attacks there. That was a very dangerous situation. And now they're bumping into a black unicorn while already at low health. They need to play it slowly here. Unicorns are like glass cannons. They don't have a lot of health, but if they get a good hit or two, they can really mess up your day. They can be tough in corridors because you can't always maneuver away from them, and open spaces, walking away from them is a very safe thing to do. luxidream found an altar here on dungeon level 9. They can use that to raise their luck, to crown, to get a weapon. They just converted it to their alignment. +1 hard hat, not bad. Down to AC 1. Aoi just defeated the black unicorn, gained poison resistance from the corpse, and got a unicorn horn. Fantastic. That is 2 big checkboxes. Although one of the big things about the unicorn horn is it enables you to get poison resistance. Which she got from the unicorn itself anyways. Another unicorn downed by Aoi, just slaying unicorns left and right. Luxidream doing a little bit of a sacrifice fest here, just waiting for monsters to spawn and enter the room to sacrifice. Aoi blanking some scrolls here. Might be looking to do some marker usage. She does have enchant weapon, potential enchant armor. Oh! She just took a lot of hits. What happened there? Just a bad turn, I think, with speed-wise, but down to 13 hit points. Using a wand of digging to escape. She also found the altar, which is of her alignment. She already has Excalibur, so not looking to get any artifact weapons here. But perhaps raising your luck. There are other things to get here. She needs to buy some space here to heal. It was just tough with a giant spider, a tough enemy. Luxidream down to -1 AC. Callie, welcome. Much love. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, Aoi going for the full buck test of their inventory. On that altar, they also just got some plus luck by using a sacrifice. All right, Luxidream ready to do Sokoban. Luxidream is using a blessed short sword right now. Yeah, unfortunately can't fit permanent inventory windows on the stream screen for y'all. There's not enough room. But if you do want any updates on any inventory stuff, I'll try my best. And you can feel free to do a quick spectate of your own if you want to. They both have permanent inventory turned on, so you can see their inventory through a hard-fought D-game launch. Looks like Aoi dug into a fountain to get some pools of water, do some diluting here. They got holy water, which is another early goal. Aoi does have the magic marker. It is uncursed. Possibly about to become blessed. Hey KG, no problem. Thank you for being here. That is pretty big if Luxidream missed that shop, which it looked like they did. I don't know why they... I didn't catch why they may have avoided that. I don't know if Minetown got too dangerous, or if they just didn't find it worth checking that corner. It looked like a pretty bad Minetown outside of that. Yeah, it looks like Luxidream might have had a minor mishap here in Sokoban, which happens a lot when you're playing fast. It happens a lot for me playing slow, even. but it's still completable. aoei returning to the scroll shop. I have a feeling we're going to see some scrolls being written here soon. Lots of owlbears on this seed. Luxidream just hit level 7, getting their hit points up to 58. That's pretty good. It's hard to get the Taurus hit points up. And they're up to 16 con now. Their strength should start going up with all this boulder pushing they're doing. Zero AC and around 50 hit points is a pretty good benchmark to hit. Let's see how they fare against this Leocrata. Alright, I think they used either their Elbereth or their camera to scare it and threw darts at it. Smart choice. Looks like aoei's about to do some inventory IDing with 6 blessed scrolls of ID. Yeti down, no cold resistance for Luxidream. Let's see if aoei gets anything good here from price ID, or just regular IDing. I saw a scroll of genocide there. That is huge, especially with the magic marker. The 80 value scrolls were remove curse. I'd be surprised if they didn't get enchant armor in that shop as well. Magic mapping, great find, especially with the marker. That'll help a lot throughout the game. They have a curse ring of teleport control. Luxidream did just get Magic Bane, and they are equipping it. That is magic resistance for them, which is a nice find. It probably does comparable damage to their short sword, even. On average. Predict the seeds that I would pick. I didn't vet any of these seeds, and I actually used a Cogmine seed generator. So they're playing on some fun Cogmine seed names. The first being Shading Blast Computer. Cogmine seeds are made up of 3 words that are used in their item names, and Cogmine has over 1,000 items. Cogmine greater than NetHack? No, I just thought it'd be fun to do that for a seeds list. Show me the orbs. Why is the max HP so different with just 1 level difference? Taurus gets less XP on level up and starts with less constitution. The Dwarven Valkyrie gets massive HP gains. aoei playing the Valkyrie already has enough HP to ascend relatively comfortably with the eye. Or, I'm sorry, the Orb of Fate. Yeah, Luxidream just dove way down in the mines. How many dungeon levels are there in total? There's what, like 48 to like 52 or something like that? It's 50-ish. There's a little bit of randomization in there. Yep, aoei is playing on the EU hard-fought server. Luxidream is on the US hard-fought server. aoei just ate an egg for confusion. To repair their pickaxe, which must have gotten wet. Maybe they accidentally kept that on when they were diving. They just got a full inventory identification. Luxidream has reached Mine's End. They got the Gnomish King's wine cellar, it looks like. Aoei did enchant Excalibur up to +5. That is a weapon suitable for endgame. They do have a scroll of enchant armor. It is cursed, but that does mean they have magic marker and they have 4 potions of holy water and the ability to make more, so they can start enchanting more armor if they want more AC. Luxidream with 3 wands of speed monster. I wonder how many Sokoban yielded there. That's more than you want to see. Quite risky. Could have been a cockatrice egg. Yeah, I'm not... Oh, did Luxidream realize he had a ring of teleport control and teleported right to the Luxstone there, it looks like. Nice moves. Luxidream acquired the Luxstone. I didn't see if they grabbed any gems, which can be helpful for getting luck from unicorns. Yeah, I did it right before entering Mine's End. Awesome. But yeah, with cockatrice eggs, I think you're pretty safe if you wait long enough for the egg to hatch, and if it doesn't hatch. Why isn't he killing the unicorn? I think he killed one earlier. I believe he already has a unicorn horn. But also, it's slightly dangerous. He could probably do alright against it with -3 AC and 65 hit points. Still not checked the shops? Yeah, I don't think he's going back to Minetown at all this run. Looks like he's sacrificing for luck here. Fighting a cockatrice. In melee, dangerous. Doesn't have gloves to manipulate its corpse. I think he just found a polywand? Unless there was an engraving on the ground there. Aoei back in the scroll shop. She's been taking her time to do some much needed inventory management. There's always a stage where you just need to like organize your inventory and get value out of it. She just stole from the shop. The Keystone Cops are on her. The Keystone Cops are trivial for a Valkyrie in this phase of the game though. Always fun to see them though. Nice appearance with the Keystone Cops there. She has a smoky potion. 3 wands of digging. Nice finds there. The progress bar behind the player name is their health. Health percentage. Luxidream did get Vorpal Blade. I assume they got crowned there. Also just a lucky sacrifice gift. They got 2 more points of con. They're up to 18 con, but at experience level 9, they're not going to gain many levels. to capitalize on that constitution for max hit points, they might decide to do some drain for gain strats. I know luxidream likes doing that, which can get you higher max hit points. Honestly, 76 hit points is not too bad for a tourist at this stage in the game. Yes, luxidream is 4,000 turns later than aoei. They probably had to stop to heal more, and the altar scumming that they've been doing lately is very time consuming. You basically wait hundreds and hundreds of turns for monsters to spawn. They also went down to Mine's End quite quickly, which burns a lot of turns traveling through the dungeon. A gargoyle here, which is something to be concerned about when you first see, but he does dispatch of it without too much trouble. Luxidream is wielding Magic Bane, presumably for the magic resistance, which is still valuable. They're actually 2-weaponing with the Blessed Short Sword in their offhand. Over here to take on the top floor Sokoban, which I don't believe either of the racers have done yet, so we don't know what the prize is. Aoei Bless Gino L. That is a good move. That prevents you from a lot of annoying, relatively unavoidable deaths. Definitely pretty unavoidable when speedrunning. Although on 3.7, I believe they did remove the purple liches that could spawn at the castles. It was one of the annoying places to run into them. So outside of that, you just have the rare, but you know, when you play a lot of games, it's not. It happens. You get chameleons and shapeshifters of various sorts, and other monsters using polymorph traps. They can polymorph into liches and end your day. Aoei does not have magic resistance yet, so they're not immune to Touch of Death, which is one of the big concerns with that. Yeah, part of the altar scumming is you end up praying for nutrition a lot while you're waiting for monsters to spawn. Yeah, about time, Escapee, right? Luxidream does not eat the invisible stalker corpse. I don't know if they have a way to become invisible, which would grant you scene visibility and permanent invisibility. Luxidream's gotten past the hardest part of being a tourist, which is the early game. They're in a pretty comfortable spot now. They're probably going to be able to play relatively similarly to any other role. At 75 hit points, -1 AC, and decent offense, they're definitely looking pretty good here, especially with luck. They've gotten their 2 hit up. Aoei down to dungeon level 16. Yes, Aoei now has a... she enchanted her small shield. I don't know what else she gained. She still has a mithril coat, +5 small shield, +1 iron shoes, and then dwarvish iron helm. Also dwarvish cloak, but that does not give AC. Lexi met 1 of fire and lost a ton of scrolls. That is unfortunate. I do appreciate some of the running commentary in chat as well, because with how fast they are playing, it is very easy to miss things, especially trying to watch 2 racers and participate with you guys here. Luxidream just slaying soldier ants. Excellent to see. The zoo is awake. I don't believe Luxidream has stealth, so that does not matter. There's a cockatrice corpse in, or cockatrice in there. Could yield a corpse, and Luxidream does have gloves now. Nice for a lizard to spawn right next to the cockatrice. Aoei found the rogue level on D17. A pair of snow boots. They are not wearing them, so they are ostensibly not speed or anything else useful. Looks like they got an Amulet of Reflection from Sokoban. Perforated Amulet. I haven't seen that one yet. That must be new in 3.7. The luxidream now has magic resistance and reflection. Incredible. They're off to a great start. YSDM wish incoming? We can only hope. Alright, looks like luxidream is going to be doing some inventory management here now that they've cleared the mines and Sokoban. They are diluting some potions here. Oh, actually doing some alchemy here. Probably trying to get their max hit points up. Just got to the castle with the Taurus. Chance of ascending before these guys, 2%. That would be generous if I were playing. So not bad, not bad. Need a bugle emote. If I had more slots, I would, KG. If I had more slots, I would. Luxidream just fainted from lack of food. We're still start scumming here, or ultra scumming here. How far are you from more slots anyways? I had to hit partner, which means that's a big step up from where I'm at on Twitch. It's like 75 average concurrent viewers, which is well above what I normally clock in at. And you have to apply for it and get it approved, which can be an annoying process from the experience of others I've heard. I am capped out for the time being. Aoei fainted a bunch in the first 2 races. She added a message type alert for hunger. Yes, that's a great one. I like to keep it on weak when I'm playing. Orc Shaman with a wand of digging in Luxidream's game. That's very annoying, chasing those guys down. Curse Ring of Regen, or Uncursed Ring, not a bad find. "24 charges left on their camera." Aoei down to D-level 22. They're going to be running into Medusa's Island soon. Both of the runners are making pretty good pace here. I'm surprised Aoei decided just to skip Sokoban after dealing with 2A. She spent quite a bit of time there in 2A. Looks like luxidream found the portal to the quest. He's only level 10, so can't go to the quest yet. The tourist quest is pretty interesting because it is full of shops. It would be a big time sink, but you could find a lot of items there. I know luxidream is a big fan of polypiling. I think he could get some extreme resources there. It's going to be one advantage he has that aoei does not. I haven't seen aoei's tools list in a while, but I don't think she has a bag yet. She's carrying a lot of scrolls and potions in open inventory. Tourist does get the blessed Platinum Enduring Express card, which is an awesome, awesome artifact, especially in the hands of a tourist. The tourist can use it as a blessed charging scroll, essentially infinite uses, which is amazing. Other roles do not get the blessed part of that. Luxidream back to the altar scumming here. Continuing to get their luck up. aoei has been clearing out a throne room. Let's see if they get anything from the throne. It just took all their gold. I didn't see how much gold they had. If you want to avoid that, you can just drop your gold on the ground. There's kind of like a set of things you can do in a throne room to kind of mitigate all the bad effects, and then all you really have to worry about is the monsters it spawns. She did not take that precaution. Probably not necessary in a run like this, but she did lose all her gold there. Yep, quite a big beehive there here for aoei. Royal jelly for everyone. I think in 3.7, beehives have this weird thing where the bees will eat royal jelly and grow up into queen bees. aoei just found a bag in the beehive here, which is huge. I believe that's her first bag of any kind. We don't know if it is... Oh, an etched helmet too, a magic helmet. Excellent. Chat's reporting that luxidream got poison resistance, a great find. Taurus gain poison resistance at level 20. Oh, luxidream just got crowned. Which means he got all resistances now. He already had Vorpal Blade, so no artifact component to that. Crowning fixed 7 strength damage. Oh, did he burn a bunch of strength trying to gain that poison resistance? Last time I looked, he was at 18 as well. aoei reaches Medusa Island. She got the Raven variant. Curious to see if she can get a Shield of Reflection here. She found the statue of Perseus. Shield of Reflection from Perseus. Clutch find for aoei. I didn't see how she's traversing the... Oh, she has water walking boots to get across Medusa. That's also a clutch find. She would not have been able to get the Perseus boot or shield without that. I don't know if luxidream has any tools for crossing Medusa yet. I did not see if luxidream swapped on Vorpal. He currently still has Magic Bane and the short sword equipped. Luxidream got a wand or a ring of polymorph control, which I bet he would not be afraid to use. Can you teleport on Medusa's Island in 3.7? That used to not be a thing. Aoi just reached the castle here. There's a Minotaur in the starting area. And a Minotaur above. Luxidream's still only at -2 AC. You'd like to see that get up, but you take what you can get here. I think there was another floating eye there, but no corpse. I don't know if he has intrinsic telepathy yet. Let's see how Aoi decides to deal with the castle here. I don't believe she has a tonal instrument. Just brought Perseus' shield up to Medusa and burned her with her own reflection there, turned to stone. Her gaze reflected off the polished shield. If only Perseus were so lucky. Really nice to see no liches in the castle. When you genocide liches, the way the soldiers in the barracks in the castle wake up is from liches casting aggravate monsters. So usually if you genocide them before reaching the castle, you don't have to worry about the soldiers pouring out. There is a golden naga there, which can sometimes cast that if you are high enough level for them to generate that high, but it's quite rare. Yes, Aoi can backdoor the castle with the water walking boots. Although in 3.7, the soldiers and the monsters won't jump down the holes to the Valley of the Dead, so you still have to deal with them somehow to get to the wand. Indeed, Glord, if Perseus was lucky, we would not have gotten that shield. Aoi carefully dealing with the moat. Looks like she's dispatched with all of the front sea creatures. Lorimer is part of the dev team. I don't think I've seen them have much activity on the GitHub repo. Luxidream runs into a Fukubai at the sink over here that he was kicking, and she stripped down a few of his armor pieces, but he did not have any problems there. Unlike nymphs, which paralyze you while they remove your armor, time actually stands still, as the description says, when you are consorting with a Fukubai. But they can still leave you in a pretty tough spot if they remove your armor. There's a Mind Flayer on the castle floor. Aoi, open the drawbridge. It looks like she used boulders to fill it in. She filled in the moat somehow, so she's letting the monsters pour out, and she's actually using the zoo as a choke point, which is pretty clever. I don't see a lot of people do that. If you're invisible, that's probably pretty effective because the monsters won't even come at you, but she is not invisible from what I've seen. We know that because she did manage to kill Medusa with the reflected gaze off of her shield. Oh, 8 hit points! Defeated by a troll! Oh no! Aoi just lost! At the castle, the run was going so well! She still has time to start another run, though. Rip for Aoi. GG's in the chat. Those trolls hit very hard, especially at that point in the game. I've lost characters to trolls in the castle before. That was an ice troll, which I normally don't consider to be that threatening, but when you're skipping most of the game and reaching the castle at what's really like a kind of mid to maybe early mid game, depending on your perspective, quality character, an ice troll is quite dangerous, and all trolls are. They are definitely one of the more threatening monsters when you first start running into them, and they can pack a punch, especially when they start out with their pole arms. -2 AC is scary. There was a fire elemental in there. I didn't see if she took any passive damage. Fire elementals are very rough. All right, looks like Aoi started a new game with the next seed here. Only 17 Constitution, which is actually a pretty big deal from 19 Constitution to start with. I know a lot of players will restart to go for higher Constitution here. Alright, luxidream has gone back to the quest. Only experience level 12 though. He cannot actually compete or do the quest. There are some like items and stuff here, so he might be looking for some of the randomized items on the first floor here. This is a different dungeon now for Aoi, yes, Platypus. It did happen so fast, KG. Indeed, guys, chat is mentioning that there are graveyards here, and luxidream is luring them off of the quest level. If you kill the raids on the quest level, which counts as a graveyard floor, all graveyard floors have a reduced chance for raids to drop corpses, because they don't want you to be able to easily get the corpses, because raids eating their corpses gives you free levels. So he's luring them off of the floor where they have their normal chances to drop corpses. And he only needs 2 Wraith corpses to level up here and get to level 14 to actually take on the quest, which he did not get yet. He killed quite a bit of raids there and only got 1 level. With magic resistance and reflection in tow, luxidream doesn't really need to go to the castle for like very high priority things. He's also crowned, so he has all the full set of resistances he could want. So being able to get done with the quest early would be quite nice. And there are a lot of items in the quest. He can probably save a few wishes just clearing things out there. It did not look like he was intentionally consorting with a Fukubai, although he might be trying to do that now for a level. Ooh, Aoi is currently wearing -2 leather armor. Still has respectable AC with her small shield. Luxidream did hit level 14. He's ready for the quest. Embarking on the underbelly of Ankh Morpork. The tourist role and the quest in particular is designed around the Discworld series of novels by Terry Pratchett. Luxidream just got a cold wand off of a sergeant there. Aoi down to 3 hit points. Got another prayer off to heal up. Very clutch. Having a tough go early on as a Valkyrie here. Ooh, down to 4 hit points trying to fight a bee there. Very low hit chance there. She missed like 10 times in a row. That was insane. Another loss there, which is fine. That was a very low time commitment, and that run didn't... I have a feeling she might have wanted to restart there. Between the -2 leather armor that was cursed that she had equipped and the 17 con, it looked like that was a good opportunity to reroll. She's back at it with another run. She quit this run, not liking the seed. I didn't even get to see if she had reduced or a low constitution score. Luxidream cruising through the quest. I think this might be the bottom level. A magic marker in a shop here, making up for the one he missed in the mines earlier. Alright, another run going here for Aoi. 19 constitution here. That's what we like to see. And a wand of undead turning. Interesting find early on. An unidentified amulet. All on dungeon level 1. Luxidream did acquire a bugle at some point. On this channel, bugles are considered a bit of a good luck charm and a blessing. Go forth with the bugle, Luxidream. Was that all the way from the Sokoban Zoo? I did see him fighting a soldier there, but I didn't know if he did acquire a bugle. Luxidream fighting his quest nemesis, the Master of Thieves. I'm using a sleep ray against them. I don't know what their base MR is, but it appears to have worked because they slayed the Master of Thieves. Officially completing the quest, acquiring the Silver Bell, one of the 3 invocation items needed to ascend, and getting the Platinum Yandorian Express card, one of the best quest artifacts in the game, and especially particularly useful for a tourist who can use that for essentially infinite blessed recharging scrolls, which is one of the strongest scrolls in the game. Platypus says Luxie was waiting for the Master of Thieves to teleport to them, looking for a Vorpal kill, which is an interesting strategy. That is a good one. I didn't see them wielding a Vorpal Blade. They're back to Magic Bane now. They play so fast it's hard to keep up sometimes. They skipped through the quest level using digging to get down, so they're working their way back up. They talk to their quest leader, which formally identifies their quest artifact. Alright, luxidream has nothing else to do but go down towards the castle. aoei's still working their way through the early game here in dungeon level 5. A floating eye here could be an opportunity for intrinsic telepathy here for aoei. No corpse though. They stylishly killed it by throwing their +1 longsword at it. What does luxidream wish for eventually? Yeah, Bag of Holding is definitely on that list. They're probably going to be looking for things like Rings of Conflict, maybe another magic marker. Genocide Scrolls, if they haven't seen that yet. Although I assume the Genocide Scroll was in the shop. We saw one in aoei's game. I know luxidream is a fan of Wands of Polymorph. We could see some polypiling from him. In fact, I believe he likes polypiling scrolls over using magic markers, so we might see that. Having some extra wishes on hand can definitely help speed things up later on as well. luxidream does not need Scrolls of Charging because he has a Platinum Enduring Express card which functions as a Scroll of Charging. For most roles, you cannot use it as a Blessed Scroll of Charging, so they would need to wish or acquire a Wand of a Scroll of Charging for the Wand of Wishing, because you want to bless one for that to get maximum wishes. But the tourist can actually use their quest artifact as a blessed charging scroll, so they don't need that. Helm of Opposite Alignment is a very good wish for on a speedrun. That'll save you a lot of time. You can use it in two ways. You can swap to Chaotic to get through the Ascension run and not be punished quite as much for the Mysterious Force. Although I hear in 3.7, which reduced the ill effects of the Mysterious Force slightly, that there's only on average a 4-floor difference between Chaotic and Lawful, which is a big deal compared to what it used to be. Lawful just used to be very hectic to deal with for Lawfuls on the way up. So when I play Valkyries, I always use a Helm of Opposite Alignment just to mitigate that. But also once you get to the Astral Plane, you can use one of the first two altars and use Opposite Alignment to get a quicker ascension there. He's neutral, so he can get multiple Helms of Opposite Alignment and become either Lawful or Chaotic, which is not something that the Lawful Valkyrie can do. They can only win on a Chaotic or Lawful altar. Using a Wand of Cold here, getting good value. That Cold Wand was found in the Taurus quest, and it's being used here to cross the Medusa's level here. You got the Shield of Reflection from Perseus as well. I have a feeling he's going to wield that and possibly use an Amulet of Life Saving, which he may end up wishing for, just to have some security. You suddenly remember getting Mysterious Force 30 times in a row. Yeah, that was not unheard of back then. luxidream has reached the castle. Let's... Alright, he's going to be using the Bugle here to try and solve the tune here. Perhaps, and yeah, that is correct. He is not currently carrying the shield. Alright, we're seeing some drawbridge action here to clear out the castle. You can play an instrument to open and close the drawbridge, and it is the most powerful weapon in the game, really. It'll insta-kill the player and any monster in its path. luxidream has not genocided liches yet. So there are... I see a lich in there already. Aoei down to 3 health here on the Oracle level. She burned through all 4 Oracle Fountains without getting Excalibur, and we're very, very, very unlucky here. Tough break for someone who needs to catch up. luxidream getting some serious bugle value here. The front throne room, or the front antechamber of the castle has now been cleared out by the drawbridge. Like we discussed earlier, the liches did wake up these barracks for him, but he's cruising through. No potions of object detection here to determine the location of the Wand of Wishing. He's gonna have to manually work his way through. Still only -2 AC. There's some dangerous stuff here to deal with. That Olag High looks quite menacing there. He defeated the Olag High, though, without any trouble. He's trying to eat the corpse. He finished eating it. So the Olag High, which is a high-level troll for anyone that doesn't know, cannot regenerate again. A bunch of Chickatrice here. He just ignores it. And wow, the last Castle Watchtower is the one that had the Wand of Wishing, and he couldn't even pick it up because his inventory is full. But here we go, the Maple Wand, the Wand of Wishing. Let's see what he does. Fully fixed grease, bag of holding. What a great sight to see. The first container he's had all run. Let's see what else he gets here. I think Aoei just quit. I didn't see what happened there. Too excited to see this castle run. She may be a little tilted after that that bad trip at the Oracle. Yep, no charging needed because of the Platinum Urine Express card. New run started for Aoei here. There have been a lot of late game splats in the races that have been the racing events that we've been doing for NetHack lately. So Aoei is still in this. In fact, luxidream is pretty much where Aoei was when she lost her first character. That was going so well. luxidream back up to Medusa. I didn't see any more wishes. I don't know if I missed anything while trying to keep up with Aoei over here. Yeah, Aoei had a unfortunate splat at the Castles Island, and she's been having a rough go trying to get some other characters started here. Some really bad luck trying to get some more characters started. A throne wish to top things off? Wow. Cursed Genocide Scrolls. I wonder if he goes for a some nurse dancing here. He might be working his way back up to... Well, you would do nurse dancing at the castle normally. I don't think luxidream normally likes to do nurse dancing. I think he considers that slow for a speedrun. It would make things much more consistent at this point. I don't know if he's aware or keeping tabs, and if he knows that Aoei is behind him. Knowing that he has a good head start, making this run more consistent could be good for him. Even if it makes the run a little longer. Reverse genociding dragons would be a good move. At this point, he would prefer that, his playstyle, over wishing for dragon scale mail. He did go back to his stash, moving things into the bag of holding. Aoei back to Minetown. Only experience level 2. pretty low level to be down here. Oh, luxidream with the self polymorph tricks. He is now a master mind flayer. This should be fun to watch. You joke, but protection is pretty cheap now for Aoei if she finds a way to buy anything. Aoei got a magic lamp here. This could kickstart another good run. Ogre Smasher plus Drain for Gain could be good max HP. That is very true, Zodeho. Steno is correct. Dwarf does have difficulties getting experience levels in the mines due to the peaceful mines. Gnomes are a easy kill and great source of experience. Most characters can hop in the mines, kill some gnomes, and get some quick levels. It's something I like to do as wizards a lot, who can get easy kills with Force Bolt. Aoei down to 4 hit points, fighting a giant bat, the dangerous giant bat. So you need to be careful here to capitalize on this magic lamp start here. Luxidream reverse genociding silver dragons here. Looking for some scales. Polymorphing into your own role actually doesn't give you net gains. I don't know how it works with changing your constitution. It's not truly randomized. It's not, in my experience, it's not a great strategy. I don't know if he could use it effectively here. He would more likely generate like a wraith or find a wraith or something that could drain his levels and take advantage of it that way. All right, people in chat are saying that self polymorph plus Ogre Smasher gives a ton of additional hit points. And for people who don't know, Ogre Smasher sets your Constitution to 25. It's the only way you get 25 Constitution, which gives you a nice HP boost on level. Luxidream has gained Silver Dragon Scale Mail. He's currently enchanting everything. Plus 5 Magic Bane, plus 5 Short Sword, plus 4 Silver Dragon Scale Mail. AC down to -8. Here goes the Polymorph wand we discussed earlier for Luxidream. He just used a wish on it. Probably about to see some polypiling here. Probably looking for a Ring of Conflict. Lots of ring polypiling here. Rings are one of the most consistent polypile. You find lots of useless rings. They aren't consumables. And you can polymorph them a lot, so you can reroll rings a lot with polymorph. It's one of the best way to get like teleport control, conflict, other rings in the end game. Aoei back out of the mines, up to experience level 3. Gonna be looking for Excalibur here soon. On a clear push and death drop, it'd be interesting if that is an early... Holy or unholy water of some type. Alright, luxidream heading back down through the dungeon. 126 hit points, -9 AC, looking pretty darn good here. Yes, luxidream has a polymorph ring, poly control ring, regeneration. Regeneration is a very good ring for poly self strats because monsters have very poor regen, outside of a few exceptions like vampire lords. Luxidream is abusing Ogre Smasher and self-polymorph tricks here. As chat had predicted, with the Platinum Enduring Express card, he can get a lot of polymorph charges from that wand. And actually, I think he's just relying on... No, he doesn't have the polymorph ring equipped right now. Still trying to max his luck, it looks like. Yes, Hot Karl Marx Bros, this is awesome indeed. I'm glad you agree. Oh, no problem. I am having a blast here, and I hope you guys are as well. It didn't look like luxidream actually was doing much self-polymorph there. It might have been a failed controlled poly, which like 20% of the time or so actually just does the same race polymorph. I'm actually not too familiar with that strategy myself, Platypus. I know self-polymorph used to be like a sum-zero game, and it would randomize your stats a bit, but you wouldn't actually be able to get progressively higher. But it sounds like with Ogre Smasher you can do some tricks. I don't know, Kev in the chat says they've never played NetHack and they think this is exciting. That is so great to hear. During my Cogmine stream yesterday, I did encourage people, even if they've never played NetHack before, to come and check this out. A great way to watch an Ascension in only 2 to 3 hours, and people are here. I'm here to answer questions. People in chat are here to answer questions. A great time for everyone. I think it's a great way for new players to actually get involved or introduced to NetHack. It is moving a little fast for a lot of players, but if you want to see a Ascension quickly, you can see the whole game here. I'm assuming someone does get an Ascension. Luxidream polymorphed into a Vampire Lord, did some blanking in the Castle Moat, and has moved down to Valley of the Dead. Luxidream is cruising through Gehenna right now. I believe they are at Asmodeus' lair. Aoei's having bad luck with the Excalibur dips again. I see she has a cursed, corroded longsword equipped. I haven't seen her hit the Oracle yet. Down to -6 AC though. Thanks to a +2 Dwarvish Cloak and a set of Dwarvish Helm and shoes. Helm just got stolen by the nymph. How often do these speedrun contests happen? Microchasm asked. These just started occurring recently. Oh, summon nasties from a Titan here in Vlad's Tower. Something to watch out for. But these started occurring recently. This is the third one that's happened. The first one that I've commentated on. They've been happening about every 2 weeks. I don't know what we're going to do going forward. It depends on runner participation and schedules. I wouldn't mind doing something like this monthly or bi-monthly if we could keep it up, though. This is a great time, and it looks like people are definitely into it. I always love seeing some fun NetHack content and events. Oh, Hothraxis says that luxidream level ported to the first level that Vlad can be on, which is a speedrun strat. Yep. Okay, aoei is at the Oracle and did get Excalibur off of an Oracle fountain here. The magic lamp is uncursed, so looking for holy water as a priority here. I haven't seen if she encountered any altars yet. For anyone that wants to participate in these races, I'm going to link in the chat a guide that luxidream put together. If you want to get into speedrunning NetHack. Something else that is on the table is a newbie style race that we can do where it might involve, I was just spitballing ideas earlier, maybe collecting the Mind's End Luckstone and the prize at Sokoban and then escaping. So if we can get some people that are interested in racing at that, then maybe that would be something fun to do as well in the future. Luxidream acquired the Amulet of Life Saving from Vlad's Tower, is guaranteed there, and he left the top floor, so I assume that he acquired the Candelabrum of Invocation. That's 2 out of 3 invocation items down. He only needs 1 more invocation item to perform the invocation, collect the Amulet of Yendor, and win the game. We could be very close to an ascension here from Luxidream. Monk could be a decent pick for that. Monk has poor HP growth, which is concerning for dealing with Mind's End and Sokoban, but they do have stealth, which could get you through the Sokoban Zoo. And they have a very good early game in general. I could see that happening, Amateur Hour. Luxidream at Orcus Town. I don't know if he has free action for the shades. He does not, which is dangerous. Looks like he got the Wand of Death and defeated Orcus already. He has a +3 pair of jumping boots, which is awesome for the planes. He's into the phase of the game. He found at the top of the Wizard's Tower here. Actually, this is the middle floor, but he found the Wizard's Tower. I'll be using magic markers to get to the bottom of the dungeon. We could be very close to an ascension here from Luxidream. aoei back in Sokoban. She just found a bag, which is a great find here. No holy water for that magic lamp yet, though. Luxidream does have a bugle, and the shades in Orcus Town are not magic, or have no magic resistance. Luxidream just genocided all liches, a good pick here in Gehenna. They're not super dangerous for him, but they are annoying with their teleporting tricks for being Covetous Monster, and they will slow you down in a speedrun. Oh, he's polymorphed into a Master Mind Flayer and trying to use his Psychic Blast monster ability to wake up the wizard here, which is a way to skip doing the tower and save you a lot of time, actually. It's dependent on it uses your power. Oh, he got the wizard. It's random who it affects, and you have to wait for it to hit the wizard. This is one of the only ways to wake up the wizard, is this or a Drum of Earthquake. It can save you a lot of time. And yeah, he did find a sea corpse on the floor below, I believe. I don't see it in his inventory right now, but I believe he just got the Book of the Dead. He can teleport to the bottom of the dungeon right now and perform the invocation. I don't know what his tourist record is, but he might be in the running for a very, very fast tourist ascension here. Aoei's still working her way through Sokoban here. She got an easier level 2 variant, fortunately. Finding a nice stockpile of items, scrolls, potions, wands, and rings. Once she can get some identification going, she's going to get a big power boost here. Curse Potion of Invisibility does not wake up the Wizard of Yendor from outside of the tower. There is a barrier between the tower and the outside of the tower where Aggravate Monsters does not cross. It used to be quite dangerous because any spellcasting monster on the map would cast Aggravate Monsters if you're on the floor, and the wizard would teleport right to you. This was something that could happen during Toriro's legendary 61 game Ascension streak, and he would spend only one turn on that level to try and avoid this. Entering the floors where the top of the wizard tower could be with telepathy on to make sure that that wasn't the wizard level, and if it was, he would check every monster for spellcasting monsters like Nalfeshni's, and would level port off of the map because you can't dig past on that floor to get away from it and avoid that. And luxidream just found the wow, moving so fast here, detected the vibrating square and got down to the sanctum. He's working his way to the Amulet of Yendor. Playing as a Master Mind Flayer for a huge DPS boost here. Actually doesn't help much in the zoo because brainless enemies don't get bonus damage for the tentacle attack. They'll be a very good source of damage versus these very dangerous priests here in the sanctum. Steno comments that playing as a Mind Flayer here with Cockatrice not Genocide is making him nervous. If he does bump into a Cockatrice as a Master Mind Flayer, it is game over. Insta-death, instant stoning. Down to 38 hit points here. 10 hit points for luxidream. He got to be really careful here. He realizes the danger he's in and slows down. Does not look like he has healing potions. He just alchemized some extra healing with gain level into full healing. Did I see some explosions though? Here we go, full health. What a close one. That could have been GG for this run. He does have an Amulet of Life Saving, you're right, so it would not have been GG. But a dangerous situation nonetheless. I think he still has spare wishes because of how fortunate he's been this run with getting magic resistance and all these other things. So he probably could have wished for another Amulet of Life Saving. He's not wearing his Dwarvish Iron Helm for some reason, so his AC is a little lower than it could be. It's a +4 Dwarvish Iron Helm. Aoei on the final floor of Gehenna, working our way to that prize. Or, I'm sorry, Sokoban. Luxidream has the Amulet of Yendor in tow, working his way back up through the dungeon for the to get to the elemental planes and to sacrifice that amulet on the altar of the god of his choosing. He's using water walking boots that he got from Vlad to do some last minute potion diluting here. Oddly enough, right before the end of the game, this is a good point to do some last minute inventory management just to improve your chances of winning. Steno calls out the Wand of Polymorph drop that he just got. He said he does accurately say that it doesn't matter much with the Platinum Eudorian Express card and the infinite charging that gives you, but you can't. You do risk exploding the wand when you charge it. Normally you do get a few charges, but it's good to have a backup. Taking advantage of teleportation to get back and magic mapping to get back through the dungeon. This is probably the best way to do it. When you have the amulet, it's not guaranteed for teleport to succeed. He's using a ring of teleportation and a teleport control ring to get through this, so not using any charges or scrolls or resources. Just time. Which actually is a resource at this point in the game. Because the wizard can reappear and other nasty things can happen. But he's in a pretty comfortable position, so I don't think he's too concerned about that. Shivan Hunter, welcome. Good to see you. You're tuning in for the Ascension run here on luxidream's side. Aoi has made it to the Sogaban Zoo here, working her way through, picking her path through the sleeping enemies. She just slayed a unicorn and got a unicorn horn? No, she already had that, I think. I just saw it pop into inventory. There are 2 unicorns in here. They look like they're co-aligned. If she had any gems, it could be a source of luck for her. But with no luck stone or luck item, not much value in that. Okay, Amateur Hour does say that Aoi got poison resist from the unicorn, so she did just acquire that unicorn horn. And got poison resist. A very good find for a Valkyrie. Luxidream is choosing to manually explore these these wide maze floors. They can be quickly gone through, but he then decides to use a resource, writing magic mapping, to get through this. He's playing pretty careful around the mind flayer that was there. Beelzebub's here, but Luxidream had no golden inventory to bribe him. So he has to deal with Beelzebub here, which is going to be annoying. Actually, opting to go back downstairs, even with the mysterious force to deal with. Yeah, if you even have 1 gold piece in inventory, as a tourist here, Beelzebub would be no problem at all. Because you could just bribe them and leave. And he escaped back upstairs, having a lot of trouble dancing on the stairs there with Beelzebub. Did not get punished with the mysterious force, though. I think Beelzebub is on the stairs right now. I don't believe he actually did get a kill on him yet. Or maybe he did. He could use Beelzebub to map Gehenna. Chat confirms the Beelzebub kill. Up to Jublix's swamp. Aoi did clear Sogaban and got a bag of holding. Always a good find there. She found an armor shop there. It doesn't look like she made any purchases, though. Luxidream made sure not to repeat the same mistake twice and did carry some gold into Asmodeus' level to bribe him, and Asmodeus is gone just like that. Laughing about cowardly mortals. Luxidream is down to -6 AC and does not have the Orb of Fate like you would normally have as a Valkyrie speedrun. He could actually have wished for it. Well, no, it would not be guaranteed because he saw too many artifacts earlier. Luxidream is no stranger to ascending with, or speedrunning without the Orb of Fate, though. He still isn't wearing that Dwarvish Iron Helm, though. He could get an easy 4 pieces, or 5 more AC from that, which would actually be a big deal here. Hey, welcome, Dankest Memes Ever. I'm glad you joined us today, even without being a too knowledgeable on NetHack. Feel free to enjoy the NetHack community here with us today, and feel free to ask any questions. You got here just in time. Luxidream on the left here is on the Ascension run with the Amulet. Ready for a very fast Taurus Ascension here. Probably competing with one of the fastest Taurus Ascensions ever if he gets here. aoei on the right had an unfortunate splat pretty far into the game, but she has another pretty solid run going. She has blessed Holy Water now. She can bless the Magic Lamp and go for a wish. Helmet wearing does not interfere with Master Mind Flayer Polyselfs, to my knowledge. Luxidream has escaped Gehenna and Valley of the Dead and reached the castle. This means no more mysterious force to contend with on the way up. Friday 5, welcome. Great to see you. Thank you all for joining us today for the NetHack Speed Races here. This has been a blast so far, and we have some really excited games going on. I missed an amateur hour. What luck did we see from aoei here? Luxidream on cruise control right now, working their way back up to level 1. We should be at the plains here pretty soon. -6 AC and 150 hit points. Not the best situation to be taking on the plains, but you can't have it all when you're doing a speed run here. And all things considered, it isn't the worst situation to be speedrunning. I would not be surprised if he went back into Master Mind Flayer form for the plains, which gives you a very nice AC boost. Oh, Amateur Hour reports in chat that aoei had a chameleon that turned into a minotaur and almost killed him straight up, and that would do that. aoei clearing a throne, or yep, a throne room right now. Let's see if they get any value from the throne here. Welcome, Kimidactyl. It's very exciting in chat right now. It's scrolling by, so I didn't see your original messages, but it looks like chat has you well taken care of. We're blessed to have such a good chat here. Luxidream has entered the plains and has already detected the first portal. We are very close to Ascension here. Luxidream is the world record holder for speedrunning right now. aoei is a bit of a rising star right now. So Luxidream is playing a Taurus as a bit of a handicap. Not the easiest role to speedrun with. Taurus is such a great class name. It is based on the Terry Pratchett series, Discworld. and even has a setting from that series and characters from that series in their hand-tailored quest level. And here we go, on the plane of air. Luxidream almost turned into a Master Mind Flayer, but opted for the Vampire Lord. Both of them have flight, which gives you better movement here in the plane of air, where you're going to want flight or levitation to get through. He found the portal and is working his way through, tooting his bugle to get away from these air elementals. An air elemental just engulfed him and knocked him out of polyform. What advantage does Vamp have over Master Mind Flayer? It's probably for the innate regeneration. They're both very good forms. Luxidream made it through the the plane of air, which is one of the more dangerous planes, or probably the most dangerous plane, elemental plane here in the endgame. Somewhat trivialized by Bugle. Work his way through the plane of fire, which is usually a pretty easy one. Both Vampire Lord and Master Mind Flayer give a pretty good AC bonus. I don't know which is better. Alright, Luxidream makes it to the plane of water. This one is a bit RNG. You just have to wait for the portal to come to you as you're in bubbles. There are a few electric eels right next to Luxidream here, which is annoying because they can destroy your wands and rings if they attack you. But he does have a bugle, which can scare them away. He started off in a pretty small bubble here. Oh, he's going right through the water, it looks like? No, he's sticking to the bubbles now. That might have just been a small bubble. Going through the water here is not advised. Prior to 3.6, you could do it safely, but now you get wet and you lose all of your potions and scrolls. And you also have to deal with water turbulence, which knocks you around and is really annoying. He got through it here very fast. Found the portal here onto the astral plane. Marine of Conflict in tow, one of the best items here for the astral plane. Aoi down to level, dungeon level 13 here. She found an altar. Still hasn't blessed that magic lamp. Reverse Genocide and Cockatrice is here to get a Cockatrice corpse here as a weapon. A Cockatrice corpse is very, very strong in the astral plane. You can kill most enemies here. One of the riders is coming up on Luxidream here. I don't know which one it is. They can be quite dangerous. Especially on this variant of the astral plane where you get pretty close to them. You don't want to approach them where you're adjacent to them. You want a little bit of space, so you can zap them with your Wands of Death. And that is exactly what Luxidream is doing here, playing it safe here. Spending a turn adjacent to them can get very dangerous if you're unlucky. It is the Death the Rider, which he cannot use a Wand of Death against, but cannot stun lock you. Wow, Death and Famine back to back there. That was a little dangerous. But he made it through. He's headed to the altar here. I don't know how many spare wishes he has in tow, but he could probably wish for Helms of Office and Alignment to win here no matter what. That's what he's going for. So in this version of the game, if you're neutral, a Helm will only ever take you to either lawful or chaotic. So he's gonna have to wish for another one to re-roll this if he wants to. Nope, he's opting to go to another altar here. 1-1, wow, he did not have enough wishes to wish for another Helm, or otherwise I guarantee he would have. But the next altar is a guaranteed win for him. Oh no, Aoi got the genie from the magic lamp, and it did not grant a wish. After all that work to get it blessed. The odds of that are very low. Aoi's having some bad luck on these after a good first run that ended in an unfortunate splat. Some very unfortunate luck on the following runs. And luxidream just ascended. An hour and 49 minutes. What an impressive time. GG luxidream. Wow. GG's in the chat for luxidream here. What a win. That is a very fast Taurus ascension. Sub 2 hours. Hot Carl Moxbros asks why wish for a helm of opposite alignment if he's neutral. So your alignment determines which altars you can use to win the game. So if you don't find an altar of your alignment first, you can switch your own alignment with a helm of opposite alignment and then use other people's altars. You did win, luxidream. Congrats. That was an amazing run. What is your previous best for a Taurus? Because that was a fast Taurus run. Yeah, that is correct, Hot Carl Marx Bros. Opposite alignment will give you a random alignment if you're neutral. In previous versions of the game, you could remove the helm and put it back on. Alright, sorry here, guys. Let me see if I can adjust the window here. We're going to spectate Aoi's game here for a little bit. We can continue spectating here for a bit if she wants to continue this run. Amateur Hour asked me to check my viewer count. I have this hidden when I stream normally. But we have 75 viewers. Very exciting. That's probably a record for me outside of generous hosts, which normally dissipate pretty quickly. I'm so happy to have you all with us here today. This has been such a great event. We just witnessed an excellent Taurus ascension here from world record holder luxidream. And we're going to see what Aoi can do right behind him here. Well done to both runners indeed. This has been very exciting, and Aoi has been playing very well as well. And Faningo with the gift sub to luxidream. Thank you so much for that gift sub. All right. Praise permanent inventory. You guys get a little bit more information on screen here for Aoi. An interesting leprechaun hall here. One of the new 3.7 special rooms. What is that, shaped like a leprechaun hat or something? This is not part of a tournament. This is I don't know if you call it a one-off event. This is the third NetHack Speed Race that has been done in recent times, and I believe these will keep occurring as people keep doing them. This is the first one that I've hosted and the first one that I've commentated on. luxidream has been doing commentary himself, not while racing though. This is the first time that he's raced. Aoei down to dungeon level 20 again. Next floor, I believe, is the first floor that Medusa can generate on. She's getting pretty close to another win of her own, or a first win today. But getting pretty close to the castle and some other good stuff. She has gauntlets of power here, as you can see. -7 AC, not bad. 130 hit points, about what luxidream had when he ascended. But yeah, I am very open to continuing to host or commentate on future NetHack events of any type. As most of the people here know, a lot of my content does feature NetHack. Probably the thing I'm most well known for is my Taurus Let's Play on YouTube. Kind of renowned as the most thorough and I guess noob-friendly Let's Play on YouTube for NetHack. Lots of people have told me they've gotten their first ascension after watching that. Link in the chat to the YouTube channel. Lots of roguelike and NetHack content on there for people. And while I'm dropping links in the chat, feel free to join our community Discord. Lots of good stuff going in there. If you want to know about future NetHack events or streams or content of my own, that's the place to go. Continue the conversation for the community. Lots of roguelike NetHack discussion in there. Lots of just general discussion about all kinds of fun stuff. Lots of great pet pictures in there as well. We always like to see pet pictures. And we organize game nights every week or so. Lots of fun social casual games for the most part, like Duck Game, Among Us is something we'd like to do at some point. We've been playing board games there as well, so if people want to get involved in that, you definitely check that out. And if anyone wants to try and participate in future NetHack races or events, like I said, we have options for noob-friendly ones. You can find us on the Hard Fought IRC channel, or you can find me on the Discord there. I'm sure we can get something going. And Faningo says my content has corrupted them and they've been playing less NetHack and getting into Cogmine. That is great to hear. I've been teasing this a lot lately, and I don't like teasing as much as I had because I've been wanting to get it up sooner. I do have a new player's guide for Cogmine that's pretty much done. I just need to get my website up and running to host it somewhere. So that should help a lot for people getting to Cogmine. And it is a favorite game of mine and something I played a lot over the past year. A lot lately. We finished up a great Cogmine run yesterday. I'm probably going to be starting Rogue or some other roguelikes next week. I'll probably be dipping back into NetHack on the streams here soon as well. There should be a NetHack playthrough called it's a Taurus Ascension, and it's like 50 episodes, and it should just be called Let's Play NetHack. Dakin's Memes Ever. Someone in the chat can probably get you a link to that. There's a playlist for it. Twigget said they played this game as a teen back in the 90s and was never able to beat it, so they just witnessed it blew their mind. What you just witnessed would blow the minds of a lot of experienced NetHack players as well. That was truly a major feat of skill and talent, and luxidream is... I mean, I don't even know how arguable it is against it. Like, the best in the world, I would say, at speedrunning at this time. Looks like Gru found the, yep, Tone Plays NetHack is the one. It looks like Gru probably found a link there. I am still considering to stream some Wayward at some point here, Klein. I think that'd be a fun one to do. So much game content to put out in so little time. There's so many roguelikes and other games I'd like to play on YouTube and on stream. I don't know if I missed aoei hitting Medusa, or if she just has a very late Medusa here. Yeah, aoei's playing very impressively here as well. About to get to the castle for the second time here in about 2 hours. Luxidream saw some mazes, so yeah, that means we're definitely past Medusa here. And back down to the castle. Hopefully we have some better luck here this time. I don't know if you were able to keep tabs on your competition at all, luxidream, while you were playing, but aoei made it to the castle pretty early, but then lost to a troll there. Looks like aoei got levitation boots and the silver shield from Perseus on Medusa. Yeah, you could join voice chat here, luxidream. I would love to have you on. Join any of the voice chat channels on my Discord, and I'll bring you in here, luxidream. aoei, we're working our way to the back door of the castle here. luxidream, you'll have to join one of the voice channels that I'm not in if you're trying to join it, and I have to bring you into this one because it's a private voice channel. There's a mess of monsters here in the castle here for aoei to deal with. But once she does, she can get to the castle here. All right, here's luxidream. Let's bring him in. luxidream, hello, welcome.
Hey, Tone.
Let me see if I can get your levels here right.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, keep talking. That's what I need from you here.
Yeah, that was a tough run. Wow, I'm surprised that actually turned out well.
You had so many close calls at the beginning there. I saw a lot of prayers on the first couple of dungeon levels, but you got into a pretty comfortable position pretty early there with the magic bane for magic resistance was super clutch. And then the amulet of reflection there from Sokoban. And is it just me, or did you have a higher than expected hit points?
Higher than expected hit points
for a Taurus? I felt like your hit points are higher than I normally see on a Taurus, but maybe not.
What con did I start with?
You had 14 con to start, but you got up to 16 pretty quickly.
Okay, yeah, at like 15, that's when you start getting +1, so that might be why it's a little higher than you expected. Taurus can start with up to 18, so you can get way more HP than that.
Yeah, you were up to like 50 pretty early, which is a pretty good break point, I believe. And you got some good AC pretty early there too. I didn't see, I don't think you had Mithril early. You might correct me there, but you were down to like 2 AC like right away, and then you got to -2 not long after that.
Yeah.
aoei here dropping her health pretty quickly. She needs to be careful here in the castle.
Ooh.
What other challenges did you have there in your run? Any particular moments that jump out to you?
I wasted a lot of time getting the luck stone because like I've been like wanting to 2-weapon a lot because it solves like the problem of Taurus not having that much damage, but like in order to do that I need to actually have like more accuracy, so that's why I made a detour to get the luck stone, like max my luck. That took like,
yeah, I was surprised you went down there. Oh, aoei's got a silver dragon here in the castle. She could get some free scales there perhaps. But yeah, I was surprised to see you go to the Mind's End like that to get the luck stone. Obviously having a luck stone and maxing your luck is very good, especially for a roll with... You probably didn't have 2 hit problems at the time you were there, but yeah, if you were trying to 2-weapon, then you'd have 2 hit problems regardless.
I also didn't have any resistances, so I wanted to crown for resistances, which is what ended up happening.
You spent a lot of time there with that altar. How did that go?
I think I was pretty weak, so I don't know. If I had gone down, like I felt like I would have been in trouble a little bit. So
yeah, you were fainting there a bit too. Were you having food problems there, or was that just part of the altar scum?
I was actually being greedy and trying to haul a corpse to the altar, but it didn't work out. So
okay,
but not haul a corpse. I was trying to get my water so I could pray and like restore my praying holy water.
Oh, aoei down to 15 hit points here.
Oh,
another troll, which is what got her last time. Oh, trolls
no
again, the arch nemesis of aoei here. Oh no! It was almost a repeat of the first run here. So sad.
Oh shoot.
F's and GG's in the chat for aoei. Such well played. 2 great runs, but
Yeah.
they did not go as expected. There's a lot of RNG and variance involved with speedrunning like this. And sometimes that happens.
You have to you have to play like really perfectly, and you have to get lucky. So
she's been playing fast and taking more risks to try and catch up ever since she had that first early splat. So she was really forcing it there.
What time was that? What time was that early splat? That first one?
Probably about 45 minutes in, I want to say.
Oh shoot! Okay, I hadn't even gone on the quest by then, so I was a little bit behind.
Yeah, what prompted you to go to the quest instead of the castle there? Was it because you already had a reflection and magic resistance?
Usually I like to do quest first. Like, I found that to be faster, like playing like Valkyrie and Tourist and stuff like that. So not having to backtrack up to the quest like does save some time. So
yeah, I guess a lot of roles don't need magic resistance for it. Some of them do, and you might have to go to the castle to get magic resistance for their spellcasters, right? Or do you still risk the spellcasting quest nemesis if you don't have magic resistance sometimes? Because some of them like are vulnerable to like Elbereth still.
Oh yeah, not in 3.7 though. They're not vulnerable to any scare monster effects anymore. The Master of Thieves there isn't a spellcaster, and he's vulnerable to sleep, so that's what I used to take him out. If I didn't have reflection or magic resistance, I wouldn't have gone on the quest.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought as we were going. Verizon asking the chat, and I could probably answer this, but I will let you answer because they are directing the question to you. Why you chose not to go for speed boots that run?
I think speed boots are really overrated. The only thing that I actually use speed boots for in speedrunning is like on the Ascension run, and that's because it reduces harassment by the Wizard of Yender, because the longer you stick around in Gehenna in the end game, then the more chances the wizard has to attack you. So that's like a minor way that they speed you up, but otherwise it's just like a very small speed bonus. It's just like 4 points of speed. It's not worth a wish, really. Like a wish can get as a marker, it can increase your AC by like 10 or bring you up to like 200 HP or something like that. That's a way stronger effect.
Yeah, you didn't seem terribly concerned about the clock for the Amulet of Yendor and the wizard harassment in the end game. I saw you using a teleport ring and teleport control to help you out going through. So I imagine that means you probably weren't too concerned about spending turns, and you weren't in a good position there.
I was actually using Control T. I had enough power to do that. I think it cost like 30 power.
Oh, okay. So you're waiting and using invoking the teleport. Well done.
Yeah.
Aoei in the chat. Tough runs, Aoei, but very well played. Getting the castle twice. I can't believe trolls got you both times. But that was a lot of fun to watch. Thank you for participating, and those were some fantastic runs, Aoei. Some bad luck getting a second run started there, and even when you did, the genie did not give you a wish with that magic lamp after all that effort to get holy water. That was some rough going. I'm glad you stuck it in there and almost got to the Wand of Wishing, and would have had a pretty good run after that, I think.
Ooh, Aoei found a magic lamp. I'm a little jealous. I didn't find that.
Yeah, one of her restart runs. Oh, luxidream, what did you do in the in Minetown? You didn't fully explore. I know it was Monkey Town, which is not very good, but any decision there to not look for all the shops?
I think I missed the 2x2 tool shop, which in hindsight, that was kind of a mistake. But I was just kind of tilted with getting Monkey Town, so I left.
There was a magic marker in that shop, which is why I had to ask.
Yo, no way. Oh my god. I want to die. That magic marker would have made life so much easier for me. Like, I knew enchant armor, enchant weapon really early.
You passed right by it like 3 times because you went back to the mines too.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And there was a big scroll shop on dungeon level 8 with some great options to use that marker for writing. Oh
yeah, I actually did. I did find genocide from there. I named it, but then after that, I ended up wishing for genocide. So oops.
Ingo, such generosity there, gifting another sub to the other runner here, Aoei. Aoei, enjoy the gift sub. What were you caught off guard when Beelzebub could not be bribed because you had no gold there on the Ascension run?
Yeah. I thought I had some gold there, but it turned out all right. But he did drop my health a lot, which was a little surprising.
And I saw you go downstairs and risk the mysterious force like twice, trying to get him onto the staircase, and he kept like running back up.
That's not a big deal in 3.7. Like, the mysterious force gets more lenient as you go.
I had a feeling that you didn't care about it because of that leniency when you started doing that. I don't have much experience with the 3.7 force, so I don't know how lenient it is, but it was definitely interesting, like seeing someone actually go downstairs with a mysterious force. I am not used to that.
I do that to lure down demon lords even in like 366 though, because like it's not worth walking to the other end, and you can't teleport to the other end either. So.
Verizon has another question here. They say, I saw you were using a poly kit. What was the reason to choose Vampire Lord over Mind Flayer sometimes?
Oh, that's the tourist restriction. Like, I'm not a dwarf, so if I use Mind Flayer and I melee a soldier, like, I'm at -10 luck.
Oh,
so
right, and not just
ideal.
tourist restriction, but a human restriction. But of course,
right,
the tourist can only be
human.
So yeah, that's a great point. Does vampire bites don't have that same penalty? Is that right?
No, they do not. They don't count as eating, so.
So yeah, Master Mind Flayers, every hit with their tentacle counts as cannibalism when they hit. So yeah, that's why you would not want to be a Master Mind Flayer for a lot of points in the game.
Did Luxie kick sinks to get Fukubai to get levels? Yes, that's what I was gambling for. It turned out all right, but that could take much longer.
Did you kick sinks for the Fukubai before doing the Wraith Luring at the quest? I saw one there. I couldn't tell if you were just happening to bump into it or if you were trying to intentionally farm it.
I kicked the air to wake up the graveyard, and then only the wraiths would fly over the water. So then I did some wraith luring there. I got to 13 with Fukubai. I don't like using them because you only have a 25% chance of raising your level. So
yeah, they're not super reliable. But if something's there, you want to use it.
It means when you're near top of the Gehenna, you rarely get forced. Yeah, I guess so. Like, but it mostly like smooths out runs because it goes like if you don't get forced down a level, if you get forced somewhere else, and the level increases it by 1, so it goes like 1/4 to 1/5. But if you get forced down a level, it starts like increasing it by a lot more. So eventually you get to where the force only happens like 1/10 of the time or something like that.
luxidream did manage to win on his first playthrough there, aoei. And aoei, you're welcome to join us in voice chat if you feel like it. Although I know it's late where you are. I don't know how long you plan on sticking around.
I guess she was counting on me splatting a whole bunch of runs at the beginning so she could get something going, huh? Well, I almost did splat and waste like 10, 15 minutes at the beginning there. That was kind of terrifying.
Yeah, you had some tough stuff going on there. I saw another interesting situation of yours in the graveyard in Moloch's Sanctum where you dropped to like 3 health, or I think it was 10 health. You had to alchemize some full healing potions. How was that?
It blew up in my face. Did you see that?
I saw the explosion. And does that not do damage? Because I thought you might have like ended up dying when that happened.
That did do damage. It did like I went from like 18 to 14. So
okay.
I guess
did you have regen on? Because you were down to 10 at some point. That happened like right after that.
Yeah, I did not have regen. I had like poly control on then. But yeah, nerve-wracking. Wow.
Oh, so I guess you did just gain enough hit points there to survive that. How I mean, you had life saving on, so it wouldn't have been run ending, but
yeah,
that imagine alchemizing for full healing and like dying to that.
Oh, that would be terrible. I don't think I've ever died to an alchemic blast that way.
That might be a first. Yeah, that was a thrilling race. It was a lot of fun. Huge props and thank yous to both of our contestants here.
Yeah, thank you everyone for coming. Like, it's awesome that people like watching this, and it's really fun doing it, you know, like, everyone says, like, Gehenna is boring, but Gehenna really isn't that boring when everything is actually a threat, so...
Yeah, I agree. I never have problems with Gehenna, and it's because I know how to work it. My whole playstyle in NetHack is kind of built around, like, removing the parts of the game that I don't like and the tedious parts of the game, and a part of that is Gehenna. You will never see me fully exploring Gehenna, and the way I play through it, I can get through Gehenna usually without using like more than 5 or 6 scrolls. I need to do a video or some kind of guide on getting through Gehenna because it might not be completely obvious all the tricks you have to avoid mapping and exploring it, but you can get through without using a lot of resources and without spending a lot of time.
Yeah, I had a lot of extra resources. If I didn't if I was like low on marker charges or something, I think I could have used some of those tricks, like mapping every other level, for instance. That's a pretty common one, right?
Sorry, I was reading chat. What was that point?
I said like if I was low on marker charges, I could use some of those tricks, like mapping every other level, stuff like that.
Right, exactly. So mapping every other level and then basically connecting the in-between levels from based on the staircases is a trick there. And all of the layers, it's pretty easy to find the stairs without mapping them, because it's a pretty small area, and you can choose to get clairvoyance from the priest, and that helps a lot for finding stairs sometimes. On the wide maze levels, you can explore them pretty quickly, and it's not that annoying if there are 3+ tiles. So between all of that, you can get through without too much trouble. The ones you really want to map are if you miss the Vlad stairs, so you always want to be aware of what stairs, what floors those can spawn on. And then usually you go through those normally, just because there's a good chance it'll end up on a floor you map anyways. But then also on the wizard tower, because the floors are undiggable, I tend to map those.
What would you say your least consistent role is? The worst role for speedrunning is healer. It doesn't do any damage, but it stays alive better than tourist. That's the least I can say for it.
I'm gonna link luxidream's speedrunning guide in the chat again here. If anyone wants to learn more about speedrunning or get more context about some of the strategies and the thought process behind what both of our runners were doing here today. And also, if you want to get into speedrunning yourself, that's a great starting point, written by one of the best.
Yeah, crystal ball strats. Oh, there was a crystal ball on D2 on one of the traps, and I actually annotated that level and then never went back to it. But the crystal ball can find stairs now in 3.7.
Yeah, in 3.7, the crystal ball does find stairs, which helps a lot. And it's another perk of the Valkyrie who gets a crystal ball as their quest gift. Otherwise, it's a pretty rare item. Thank you, Emphaningo, for praising the stream. I'm glad you enjoyed the commentary. I've done a lot of NetHack commentary before, and I do a lot of commentary on my own gameplay. This is probably the first time I've done this kind of live speedrun thing, where it's pretty hard to keep up with one player. When I normally do commentary, I'm going turn by turn and rewinding and stuff to understand everything that's going on. There's a lot of videos like that on my YouTube channel. Early on, these are early days of the tonehack channel, before we were even tonehack branded here. So watching people go live and trying to keep up with 2 people in the chat is definitely a new experience, but I had a lot of fun doing it. I'm glad that people in the chat are there to catch things and point things out that the runners are doing, because you can't keep eyes on everyone and everything they're doing, especially when they're blazing through so fast. So thanks everyone in the chat for participating and making this a fun event here. Were you using Vorpal Blade at all, luxidream? People kept mentioning that you were equipping it in various points, but every time I looked back, you had Magic Bane equipped again.
I never used it. If I wielded it, it was not on purpose, I promise.
Okay. A few people thought you might have been doing some cheeky strats for it to clear certain areas, or someone mentioned that you might have been using it just waiting for the Master of Thieves to teleport to you and maybe get a Vorpal Blade hit on them, which is something I've never considered, but you could actually do in real time. Wouldn't take that long.
I've done that before, but I found sleep to be just easier. And I could teleport to the stairs anyway. I had teleport control, so I wasn't really considering that. I think I left it on the floor on D11, actually. So
yeah, no problem, aoei, and thank you so much for running and participating. I had a blast here. Luxidream, for an important question here, how much bugle value did you get that run?
Oh, Bugle is incredible value. I highly recommend. Tone knows how great the Bugle is. You use the Bugle on everything from shades to green slimes to air elementals to anything that's dangerous and doesn't have MR.
Yeah, it cleared the castle for you. I think it got you to survive the shades in Orcus Town when you did not have free action there. You were using it on the plane of air. Lots of Bugle value.
aoei, you never found a Bugle because I'm a tourist, and I went on the tourist quest before I did the castle, so that has a lot of soldiers on it.
Did you get a Bugle in the Sokoban? We saw some soldiers there, and someone thought you might have picked one up there.
I don't think I got it there. I got it later.
How was the value from the tourist quest? I saw you got a marker there, which is really nice. Did you find anything else there?
I couldn't carry most of the stuff. I would have cleared out the treasure zoo because the treasure zoo has giant spiders in it, and every time a giant spider is generated as part of level generation, it'll be sitting on top of an item. So that would have been like 10 scrolls or something like crazy.
Oh, even
like
in the zoos they get that, huh?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, if you're not speedrunning, like you could spend like hours in the tourist quest just like going through all the loot. It's actually insane how much stuff is in there. How was it? You didn't get any container until you wished for a bag of holding, is that right?
That's right. That was really what slowed me down the most, like backtracking and going back up to the stash and stuff like that. I had 2 separate stashes at some point.
You probably spent 5 to 10 minutes going back up and collecting stuff after that.
Yeah, I was really hoping for a bag of holding because in 3.7, that particular layout of Sokoban has a 75% chance of giving you a bag of holding. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to assume that I get a bag of holding here, and I didn't get it. So.
But when did that change? Because that was 50-50 in 3.66, right?
Right, yeah, it changed in 3.7.
I wonder what the intent was behind that. I guess just a little bit of a historical thing.
Yeah, I like it. It gives you an idea of what you're gonna get, but it's not a guarantee. Like you can't just like turn around and leave if you didn't get it. You might as well do it if you don't have like one of the items.
But you're gonna treat that as 50, like the same way you would the 50-50, like non-deterministic route if you need either of those items, regardless.
Yeah. What do you think you could have got if you got a bag of holding at Soko or something? Probably like 140 or sub 140 barely. So I don't know. It wasn't too impressive because of that. The beginning of the game there, like you saw that I reached like Mine Town at like 15 minutes.
Yeah, that was a close call, aoei, with the sleep ray in your first Sokoban. I think there was an owlbear right there, and you just wanted digging to get out of that. That was really close. Lots of tough calls from both of you. Very exciting runs. She also says she found a bag of holding somewhere just before Castle. Was that what the bag you found in the giant killer bee room was, or was that found later?
Oh, I cleared out the same beehive, actually. I didn't find anything.
Would the drops be the same in Set Seed? I don't know. It
No,
probably
the
wouldn't
drops are
be,
not
because
the
you can
same.
manipulate the RNG to get any drops you want, so it wouldn't be.
And like different like sized enemies and like have like different drops, and it's just like way too hard to control for, I think. There'd be no way.
Oh, Amateur Hour says, aoei, how much did your heart drop when a chameleon turned into a minotaur? I believe that happened on one of the runs after the first splat.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. I need to watch like what happened on this run.
aoei had some bad luck getting started again. I saw the second run she started was I think a 16 con, maybe 17 con. It was a low con Valkyrie. She played through it anyways. I saw she used all of the Oracle fountains and didn't get Excalibur.
Ooh, that's
and then on the other good run she had going, she didn't get Excalibur from a few fountains, so had a cursed, thoroughly corroded longsword for a while, but she did get it when she got to the Oracle on like the 3rd fountain. And she got a magic lamp in Mine Town. Spent a lot of time trying to get holy water, and then the blessed lamp did not yield a wish, which was really unfortunate. But that run, she did manage to get to the castle, and then met her demise to another troll, unfortunately.
Yeah, I also ate a tin of kitten meat. Don't worry, I also committed cannibalism on a soldier in the middle of the run, I think, so we both made that mistake.
Just speedrun things, right?
Yeah.
Alright, well I guess we're going to be wrapping up here if no one has any more questions, and if luxidream or aoei don't have much more to add here.
Yeah, it was a good game.
That was a lot of fun. Do we have anything else scheduled like this going forward? Or like, I think that people are asking about future events.
We need to find more runners first. We need to find more runners first, so I think I'll put out a post on Reddit or something like that, see if anyone is interested. I'm sure people will be interested. It's just what kind of run and what people want to run. So.
Yeah, I think the full speed ascension is intimidating and risky for a lot of players who aren't very experienced in it. So if we don't get a lot of people like that, I think there are different types of runs we could do. Like I know we were discussing on Discord. I think I mentioned in chat earlier, or well here earlier. with the people in chat that there's some like newbie options we could do and to have some fun. So we'll have to see. There are more options, and I think we could definitely get more people interested in doing more stuff like this.
How long have you both been playing NetHack? I've been playing for 4 years. I started in 2017, and I started speedrunning because Steno told me I'd be good at it, and apparently he was right. So
Steno created a monster here. What a great nudge from Steno.
yeah, and aoei has been like we've been like chatting like on Discord and like talking about strats and stuff like that, and like watching each other's runs. So I think that's probably the best way to learn. Like there's a lot in like the guide that I wrote that you can't really see that unless you can't really see that stuff unless you play. So
Did aoei say when they started? aoei's only been doing this for a few months, and she has gone very, very good at it and pretty consistent at it. She won the last 2 events that were held for the races. So if anyone wants to learn how to do this, she is living proof that you can pick it up pretty fast and get to the level where you could be doing this.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend. Really gets your your pulse going, I think.
All right, chat does seem to be winding down here, so I think we're probably going to move on here. In the Hard Fought channel on IRC and the Roguelikes Discord, or on my own Discord, we can continue the conversation. I'm sure there'll be more to talk about. I'm guessing people will probably want this archived. I guess I'll probably upload it to my YouTube, or I don't know if we want to upload it to luxidream's YouTube. What would make sense, but I can probably do that like right after this run, so we can get that right up there, and I'll post links on Hard Fought and in my Discord as well. And there's a link to the YouTube as well. You guys can find it there.
Yeah, and thank you so much for commentating the tone.
Yeah, no problem. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for inviting me on to do this. I'm excited to see more events in the future, and yeah, it seems like people are into this, the community is into this, the people partaking and really making this thing happen, between Steno, aoei, luxidream, and myself now, seem committed to keeping these things going. So I think we'll be seeing more NetHack events like this in the future. Well, looks like that's it. Do you have any final words, Lux?
Nope. Thank you everyone for coming.
All right, thank you all for watching. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the participating in chat. And I guess we'll go ahead and raid other roguelike players. I'll throw a raid to Blind IRL here. They're playing Dwarf Fortress right now. That's what they're most known for. They play a lot of that, and probably no one better to talk to about Dwarf Fortress. They do a lot of roguelike content as well, like Brogue. They were playing Ultimate Adom yesterday. And also Lost Flame, which is a really cool roguelike that I'd like to try myself sometime. So go there, say hi, show them some love, and I will be back myself next week, Saturday between 2 and 4 p.m. Eastern to do some traditional roguelike streams, and I might be back next Sunday as well. I've been doing casual things on Sundays, and then this today. We'll see what happens there. But thanks again, everyone, for hanging out, and here's the raid. So go say hi to Blind, and I'll see you guys next time.